Board games, it's what I'm talking about. UK Games Expo, I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off my streaming with a bit of croaky singing. And I've just been to UK Games Expo. It was quite the amazing show. And now I'm going to talk a bit, upon this streaming video. Board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games and UK Games Expo. I'm not gonna shout. Hello, Robert. It's lovely to see you. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is, wherever you are. This room, I'm not sure if it's like too hot or too cold. It's like trying to get that temperature just right. Rob, Rob Harper, I should say, as opposed to Rob Harris, the other Rob whose surname starts with an H. It was such a delight to see you yesterday and the day before, and I believe I also saw you Friday. I don't think I saw you Thursday, but it was just such a delight to see everybody. And frankly, if that's what you want to know, if you want to know how UK Games Expo was, it was super brilliant. And I am doing this vlog, my weekly vlog. I normally do it on a Tuesday, but tomorrow afternoon we will be driving back. We will be currently in a hotel room. Jason Hodgson, lovely person, kind of helped me so much over the past weekend. Two of us on the stand all the time from like 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. I actually didn't realize that it was closing at 6 p.m. I thought it was 5 p.m. And then the first day, I was like, what's going on? Is it still open? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know if that was a last minute change, or if that was their miscommunication, or if it was entirely my misunderstanding. But either way, I feel like I should bring, for those who care about such things, this is my busy vlog. Normally, I like to have a few things, and then I'll kind of talk about UK Games Expo more, but progress, I feel like, how was the progress? Well, I got the cards. I have literally 3 copies of this left. 2 copies, because one of them's already given to Jason. One of them's mine, and I plan to keep it. And one of them I'm going to give to Chris, who helps me with scanning in stuff. And I was really, really encouraged by how much people seem to love it. I printed 50 copies. I wasn't sure if we'd sell out or not. There are number cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put out some creatures in a list, and then people make wee noises, and just people were having so much fun. It was amazing to see. And then 9:50, 9:55, something like that, on Saturday morning, we just sold out. It was incredible. Oh, hello, Adam. Lovely to see you, and thank you so much for coming by the stand. And apologies again if my voice is a wee bit croaky. As I think I said somewhere, it's like it's been a year of not speaking very much to people, and then suddenly there's 3 days of just constantly talking to people from Thursday evening, just being so excited. And oh my gosh, there were so many highlights, like running around, so much talking, having the press preview, being excited to see people like you and Rob, and just amazing Rob, and Ellie Dix, and I don't want to start naming names because then I'll forget people. But Andy Yanku, I mean, gosh, and Maisie, who came in from Japan, although Maisie came in like a couple of weeks ago, and there were other things going on in the UK because Maisie's got some family she's not seen for a while. But still, it was like seeing people that I've only just met online over the past year. It was amazing. And Thursday, I enjoyed talking to the press. There was like maybe half an hour or so where I was like, oh, there's not that many people coming here. And then after half an hour, I was basically I was busy until later than I was meant to be, to the point where they told me that I had to get back to the main hall to clear up and get out of there because Jason was left all alone, poor Jason. And yeah, then Friday, that was like such a good day of like just seeing people and the excitement, and it felt like a real convention. Rob says, yeah, I did so much talking that I think my natural speaking voice has dropped nearly an octave. Yeah, I totally get it. Got some water, right? And Jason tells me that, there should be some, vocal exercises. So maybe next year, in time for next year, we could do some sorts of, training video. Or I could, talk about I'll want to learn about vocal training myself just so that I don't get a croaky voice. Because apparently if you do a warm up at the start of the day, and then that stops. And you know what? I was fine until I think it was yesterday morning around 8:40. I started running around. I went to literally every exhibitor, and then I dropped off a sticker. And then if they were there, I said, "Would you like a sticker?" And then if they weren't there, I just kind of hid it under something. And so like I thought, it would be a pleasant surprise. So like if they had a game, where I don't actually have any stickers here, but like, you know what stickers look like. I would slip it under their battle mats or something so that people would see it and they would hopefully be a pleasant surprise. One person did get really annoyed at me because of that, but the people that I mentioned that to, they were like, oh no, you should keep doing that. It's good fun. So I'm going to listen to them and not the one person who got annoyed. What else? What else did I? Oh yeah, just yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so. I'm meant to be talking about my progress. I made this. I printed 50 copies. I sold, I want to say 45 copies, and then 2 of them I gave away during my competitions because on Saturday and Sunday I said the only way you can get this game now is by winning the competition. And yeah, people really wanted the game. So 2 of them were given away, and 3 of them are from me, Jason, and Chris. So yeah, that's really successful. I'm thinking that I'm going to maybe do a Kickstarter, but it depends if there's demand or not. I'll wait and see if I get followers. People really liked the new categorical card packs. This was meant to be just like a really, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Try this and it'll probably be something different. But the different thing requires me personally to spend a day doing art. I don't have that time, so please, Chris, spend a couple of hours to put this together. And Chris did this, and it's really cool. And you can even see it sort of says Bez in one area. Although I might get the B of the Bez to be read, but or maybe that's to in your face. I don't know. Maybe the E should. Anyway, but yeah, and that's categorical. And people liked that, and we were playing so much with that. And then there's the couple deck. We're definitely going to change this card back. But what I'm thinking is that we might broadly use this card back. Both of the fronts are going to be tweaked very, very slightly, but I'm really happy with what Miles has done. And I would say that about when I ask people, which one do you like? Do you like the original? Do you like couple? Or do you like categorical? Which one do you want to play with at the start of a demo? 70% said couple. 30% maybe said categorical. And no one said the original. So that's really encouraging. Maybe more people will think. So does that mean that Jason didn't win their bet about you selling out quickly? No, Jason totally won the bet. And hello, Kelly Lee or Ben. I assume it's Kelly Lee. It's lovely to see you. But Rob, so yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we went to Las Iguanas. We had a meal, myself and Jason, and Tom Cauldron was also helping for an hour on Saturday and Sunday. Sorry, 2 hours. although Tom did stick around for We Musical Creatures, which is super helpful. And then we all went to Las Iguanas. We had like a really nice spread. I do splash out a bit on the meals. I think it's really important. But yeah, Jason totally won, and Jason got some extra drinks for that. Like, I'm just saying how lovely it was to see everyone. And I can't remember the last time I saw like Kelly Lee and Ben. Like, did I don't think I saw you at Terracon. I can't remember. There was quite a lot going on, but it was lovely to see Kelly Lee and Ben and, oh my gosh, I forgot some of their names. Is it Lucy and Alex? And yeah, so Kelly, I gave one copy to Kelly Lee and Ben. I think that's literally the only review copy that I gave away because, but yeah, it was just really nice to see you, and I hope you all had a good time. Yeah, team dinner, absolutely. So my favorite thing about conventions is the people, and I think that's a big part of that is sitting together and having a meal and just chatting. I love the debriefs that we sometimes do. We also had a meal, just me and Jason, last night at the Japanese chicken place. If you go to the Japanese chicken place, those octopus balls, don't get them, they're rubbish. The prawn gyoza, they're good. And the chicken cha something was good. I wouldn't bother with the bubble tea because they have quite a limited selection. Anyway, but yeah, sitting down together, and then what I like to say to the team is I need to get out of the habits of doing this. I say my company, I sold out. I mean, yeah, the fact that I kept deliberately 5 copies back for giveaways and one to give myself, one to give Jason, one to keep to Chris, that I did sell out. There's no sold out. I mean, I don't understand why I keep doing scare quotes. It's like it's like this kind of imposter syndrome coming in. But it was Rob. Speaking of jokes, so Ian from Asmodee, Ian does demoing for Asmodee and is based in Scotland, and we started up a rivalry where we were kind of sneaking things into each other, and like when I had my 5-minute break, like I would like kind of go over and I literally sneaked something into Ian's pocket after the show ended. I was really proud of myself. I was a pack pocketer, not a pickpocketer, a pack pocketer. And then Ian came over and left secret messages like inside my games. But yeah, Ian's joke was, kleptomaniacs take things literally. Anyway, so yeah, dinner. For me, it's all about the dinner. Sorry, going back to dinner before. Like we talk about something that was good business-wise, something you enjoyed personally, and then something nice about someone else. You have to say something nice about someone else, like on the team, and then we come finally is a suggestion. So that's what my debriefing involved. Why am I doing scare quotes? It is debriefing. So Kelly Lee, I'm glad to hear you had a fantastic time. You looked amazing, and it was lovely to see you too. Rob says, I was there entirely for the people this time. Business and even games took a backseat. I mean, I told Richard, I can't remember when it was, in February, March, I think it might have been February, that Richard was kind of doing the feeler saying, hey, do you think he would actually come to this? This is Richard Denning, by the way, co-founder of UKGE Expo, sent out emails to all the possible exhibitors saying, hey, and I should actually, before I'm talking about this, like, I want to ask, how are you? So Adam, if you're still there, Kelly Lee, Rob, how are you? Like, I am still buzzing. This morning I was like, oh, I'm a little bit sad that it's over. But even though I can't see your face, and you know what, I don't normally do this, but like, if you want to jump on, if you are able, like, I understand some people are working, because you've got a Monday to Friday job. But if you want to jump in and chat to me live, then you can. I'm even going to pop the thing there and I'll put on headphones or something. But yeah, I am buzzing. I am just feeling happy. I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling validated. I'm feeling excited to have seen people again. I'm feeling excited that this is the first convention since in the UK, in the board game space in the UK, since March 2020. I'm feeling like this is amazing. This is us back properly on the roadmap. And when Richard sent out the thing, would you like to come? I said, yeah, I would like to come. I'm going to have to shorten my stand. I'm going to have to take a smaller stand. I don't think I'll be able to make money. I can't ask people to volunteer for me. That doesn't seem fair on them. I don't want to encourage people to be there. The one person that I did ask was Jason, who was basically working as hard as I was, basically working the entire days. And that was just amazing to have them. You know, I could not have done it on my own. No way. But I am high. I am high on life. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling happy. I'm excited to have seen people. I'm excited to have had interactions, and I'm excited to get back to how people were in 2019. I am feeling so good. And let me post a little thing there. If anyone wants to jump in, I will let you in, but it'll take me a minute. But Rob says, I feel really positive about the whole thing. Got pinged for a COVID contact. So I am now isolating, but have had a negative test and no symptoms, and think I'll probably be fine. That sounds really good. I've not taken a test today. Jason did have loads and loads of tests, so I'll probably take a test later today if I've got the energy, and definitely one tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm glad that people were being sensible, and I think that for the most part, everyone was being like really good about it, and everyone who was able to wear a mask was, even people who weren't legally required to wear a mask because they have medical exemption. Some people were still wearing masks. Hello, Yoda. It is lovely to see you. I'm just chatting about UK Games Expo. I'm not doing a vlog tomorrow, by the way. Kelly Lee, I'm assuming it's Kelly Lee, says, little bit of con blues as usual, and feeling much better after a good night's rest. It was so lovely to see people and spend time with our friends actually playing games in real life. Such a good feeling. I know what you mean. I probably watched more games and taught more games than I participated in. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Actually, I played a bit of Wibble, and it kind of, depending on my mood, I would either try to win or I wouldn't. But two people actually beat me in Wibble, and I was genuinely trying to win. So what I've come to the conclusion of is that I am out of practice at Wibble. I need to get back in the game. But yeah. Kelly Lee says, just getting up and doing a COVID test before heading for a shower, so won't pop on today. That's totally okay. Yeah, I do. This morning, when the first human I spoke to was Jason, when Jason got out of the bunk bed, and I said, hello, and I was like, hello. I can't do it, but it was like such a high-pitched, croaky thing. I'm sounding a lot better than I was just an hour ago. And yeah, you know, I think that at this point, if I'm at a convention just as a punter, even if I'm doing a wee bit of, even if I were to like volunteer for someone else, it wouldn't feel right. I feel like, but parts of me, I love being at a convention like as a punter. Like if I could do both, I would probably spend like, more time being a punter than being a demo person, but I do really. And by the way, how are you, Yoda? I hope that you're generally well. Um, what I need to let me create a new banner, UK Games Expo, because that's what I'm planning to talk about now. So yeah, wow, what a convention! That was fantastic. Okay, let me talk about new games. I already talked about this one, which I just got. I got the physical copies. I'm really excited about that, and now I will probably keep playing that for a while. Um, I did get given stuff. I am going to talk about them in the order I received them. This was not given to me by the Tim Fowler stand. I just got this, and someone said, "Hey, someone told me to give this to you," and I was literally just away for my one break of the day, and someone popped by the stand and gave it to Jason to give to me, and I assumed that it would be the publisher, Tim Fowers, but it was not. It was someone just showing their appreciation for my stuff, and I was like, wow. They sent me a Facebook message afterwards saying, hey, I left a little game if you've already got it, give it away as a competition prize or something. I have played this once. I agree, it is a lovely game and great artwork from. Oh, the artist isn't on. Someone probably knows in the thing. The artist isn't even on. Oh, there we go, Ryan Goldsberry. But yep, then some people came round from Find a Pickle, just random game, just giving it to me, and they were like, "Oh, here's a game," and I've no idea what this is. It looks like a weird, fun little game. And then I went to Tim Fowler's stand. I was like, "Oh, thank you for the game." I assumed that was maybe because they'd gotten my sticker, and then they were like, "Oh, Bez is here. We like Bez. Let's give Bez a game." And then I went back to their stand, gave Tim Fowers a copy of Kitty Cataclysm. I said, "Oh, Tim, do you remember at Hessen when you drew a cat for my cat gallery? The first time I ever had that cat gallery out. Well, this is the game that was meant to be promoting, and I hope that you and your family have a lovely time with it." So I was, "Oh, thank you very much. Listen, can I get you another game? What game would you like of mine?" And then I was, "Oh no, you dropped. I think you might have dropped something off at my stand already." And well, I'll take another game. And then we had a conversation. But anyway, so I got paperback of them, and then at the end, I gave some brownies to Rena, who was helping out Catherine Morgan, and I do have some of these. I might actually do a live testing if literally anyone thinks that I should. I really want to, but I feel like I need to get permission from someone. And they are all the different flavors, and I'm really excited to open it. It smells very sugary. Best before March 2022. Very sugary. So to catch up with the things, games cupboards are a bit croaky voiced today too. Convention voice mixed with horselessness from Two Nights of the Dark Room. Dutch Yoda is good. Needs to write their next Kickstarter update soon. Yeah, congratulations on that. I am actually thinking of doing my first print on demand Kickstarter for this. Like basically I need to set up the bank account, which is a lot of hassle. I'm almost tempted to try and get someone else to get it to go into Chris's bank account or something and get Chris to do it, so I have less work to do to minimize their thing. But yeah, congratulations again. For those who don't know, Dutch Yoda did a roll and write for Party Planner. That was so lovely. Thank you so much. Oh, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a lot of fun. Also, there is a cooperative mode I've decided, where basically it's just you get to discuss. Noisemaker doesn't get to make any faces or anything, but everyone else gets to discuss. Or if it's two players, obviously they just think out loud, and then if you get it wrong, you lose one yeah, if you lose 2 points, basically you replace the one that it actually was and the consensus into a fail pile. If it was correct, they go into a win pile, and then you play some number of times and see what your score is. It's not like a very intricately thought out game, but it allows you to play in a new way. Game cupboards is all that's so lovely and are tasty. And okay, so we are going to do a live unboxing slash tasting. So I am going to eat them. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Let me change the banner. So UK Games Expo. Let's say unboxing and tasting. There we go. That's my new banner. So we have a bunch of six-sided dice. You can hopefully see them. They are actually dice. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 15 of them. There's 5 different flavors and 3 of each. They are not maples, Rob. What are you talking about? They're D6. Come on. Okay. So this is a bit awkward, but let me get onto the floor. So let's see. Shake it. Let's try and get. Oh, they've stuck together because that's the way that jelly is. Come on. Don't want to. Ah. Let's see if I can push it this way. So there's a red one, which is apparent. So the flavors are, let's see, rhubarb, which is purple. We've got cherry, which is red, gooseberry, which is green, pineapple, which is yellow, and bubblegum. I might, if only I had a chopstick, that would be ideal. Okay, I'm just sticking my finger right in there. This is possibly, yes, I agree, Rob. We do need a review of each flavor, 100%. This is cherry, I believe. Let me see it. Very soft jelly. It is quite firm. I believe you could play a game with this. I believe that, I wouldn't want other people handing my dice before I eat it, but still, you could have a solo game with this. I think there should be a solo game for this. Some sorts of way to play with your food. Maybe I'll invent one for the remaining 6 dice after I eat this. The cherry flavor is surprisingly natural. Normally, when you get a cherry flavor, it's like so powerful, so artificial. I'm not saying that this actually tastes like cherries, but it's a lot more subtle and a lot more pleasing than the usual fake cherry flavor that I'm familiar with. I'm really impressed. Yeah, that's really good. How well do they roll? Asks Rob. You know what? Let me see if I can find a flat surface that I am willing to roll these on before I put them into my mouth. Sheets of paper. This is a yellow die. Yeah, it doesn't roll at all. It just sticks to the paper. Yep. Maybe. I think that getting it to actually roll would be a challenge. But you could sort of have a sort of flicking game that, you throw them from, okay, let's see, can I get it? Does it always land on the same number that you drop it from? 6? Oh, yeah, I got to 6. So 6. Oh no, it turns midair. So actually getting it to not turn midair is not... Oh, did you see that? It's actually rolled. That was exciting. Oh, maybe once you've put it onto a bit of paper and you make it less tacky, maybe that's... I mean, I know that I'm kind of eating paper at this point, but... Oh, you see, it's because I put it on the paper. Now it's rolling a little bit. Yep, that's what's happening. Okay, so Rob is sending theirs back. Okay, so that is the yellow D6. Now, I don't normally like... This tastes far closer... Well, they are all fake flavors, right? It doesn't have the sourness of real pineapple. There's not the tartness. This is very much like a soft, gentle, sort of something that you might expect from, I don't know, a Starburst or Opal Fruits, if that's your generation, or, yeah. This is just really pleasing and lovely to eat. This is the highlight. I mean, I don't want to say this is the highlights of my day but to be fair, it is early and I've not done much yet today. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying that. So now let's go for the next one. If people want to know score, do I need to give them scores? I just think they're all brilliant so far. This is gooseberry, I think. Let me give my mouth a wee rinse. Gooseberry. All of these are fairly sweet. None of these are offensively sweet. They're pleasingly subtle. I mean, the taste is definitely there. You can definitely taste what it's meant to be. The truth is, I'm not familiar with gooseberry, but if I ate this green one, I'd be like, oh, that's not lemon, that's not lime. That's some sort of... Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with gooseberry to compare it, is the truth. I did used to love gooseberry Fruits Full, true story. That was always my favorite. Anyway, so now we've got the final two flavors. I'm going to go for my favorite flavor in the world first. This rhubarb is really good. As someone who really likes rhubarb, this is a solid rhubarb flavor. I would still prefer to have a bowl of stewed rhubarb, like actual rhubarb, but this is just solid. I mean, but the texture of these, it's not like wiggly jelly, it's more like a solid jelly, but there's a softness, there's the joy of the chewiness. It's pleasing mouthfeel, soft texture, but still firm enough that you could use them as dice. And the final one is bubblegum. That's just sweet. It's a bit less exciting, but that's my review. And Kelly Lee also loves Game Cupboard, and hello CD from New Zealand. It is lovely to see you this evening, late night. What is it? 8 o'clock where you are, 9 o'clock, and it is just coming up to noon here. I am, for those who aren't aware, I am still in Birmingham. I'm spending one more day before I get back to London. So, and although I'm not going to eat all of these, I have just been sent, these are polyhedral dice that Jason ended up buying. So there's, what flavour is that? Morello cherry. Oh, that sounds exciting. What's this? Ginger flavoured. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Nostalgic cola flavoured jelly. And what's this one? Lemon and lime. So there's a lot of flavours, and I think that's Catherine Morgan of the Honey Badger has done a great job with these edible dice. And that was definitely My favorite presents. I like edible things. Um, so I think I might open this up because I am quite curious, although it does play in three players. If anyone would like me to open up any of these games, then let me know and I will happily do an unboxing. Otherwise, I will start wrapping up in the next 10 minutes or so. Um, what else did I want to talk about? Um, so I've not really done how should I put it? I've not done an organized, this is what I did on Friday, blah, blah, blah. But at the start, I was stressed. I left coins back in London. I was like, oh no, I forgot all these things. I'm a terrible person. But then it made sense afterwards. Everyone wanted to pay with the iZettle. The best things that I did was definitely having the iZettle. I'm really happy with that decision. Also, I think that people do enjoy having a wee game meat for a fiver, even it comes in a little bag. I'm definitely doing more busy budget bags. I really like the iZettle. I mean, on Friday we were just using it with Jason's phone. On Saturday, I got my phone to work, and I was super familiar with it by Sunday. And I still think that I need a little bit of a play. But this is going to be something for sure that I keep with me, and I take to the markets. And it means that I could potentially take card anytime. I mean, I might even potentially just keep it in my pannier if I'm going to an industry event and it's a night, even if I don't expect to sell anything. There have been a few occasions where someone's like, oh, can I buy some of these? And then, although then I've also got to take the games, but so that doesn't quite work unless I've also got the games. Yeah, it'll probably just be for the market, but yeah, it's amazing that you can just take credit card stuff so easily. It's amazing. Technology, eh? Who would have thunk it? Um, yeah, so sorry, where I wasn't going to other credit card other credit card readers do exist, and I don't know what the other credit card readers are, but the Zettel is a credit card reader that allows you to take payments via any debit or credit card. And I am a bit of a technophobe, I'm not going to lie. And so it was really good to have Jason to sort it out in the first instance, and B, the fact that I'm now in a position where it can go. Although I will say we didn't manage to link it to my own account. It's currently linked to Jason's account. So probably before my next event, we might want to spend a bit of time linking it to my account, unless I want Jason to have all my money. But yeah, anyway. Jason's there scratching their beard and thinking, that one might not be a bad thing. But oh yeah. So those are the things that I'm proud of. What am I proud? Thursday night, the press release. I set up. Oh, banners. Banners were horrible, but they said it was 48-hour turnaround. It was 1 week. More than 1 week. It took them more than 1 week to send us the banners. And Rob says, I can trust Jason. And CD says, yeah, those things are usually not so hard to hook up. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to register my account. I mean, the source code and account number for that was weird. Oh, CD says I shouldn't trust Jason. Oh, there's going to be like some sort of factions emerging, pro Jason, anti Jason. Oh, you rascals in there. But yeah, the banners were so stressful. I had 4 new banners made: one for couple, one for categorical, one for wee whimsical a game about wee whimsical creatures and trying to identify them after someone makes noises, and one for Best Day. I did finally get them delivered to the hotel on Friday, and so it meant that I was able to use them. And 1st of August, I did have the banner, and so it did come kind of just in time. It does mean that I had to take some banners that I maybe didn't want to show, but maybe it meant that my stand looked a little bit different each day. We were already going to change it around on Sunday, but maybe that should be a new thing. Maybe I just take more banners than I need and just change a few around each day. I don't know. Could be fun. Um, hey, I mean, there is the question of, yeah, whether it's even worth printing a banner for the Bezzy budget bag, but I think it was something like 30 quid. And my Saturday, we were using one table to demo Wee Whimsical Creatures, one table in theory for the ELL deck, but people just love the Wee Whimsical Creatures. And so people, quite often we had two tables going at once, which I think is why we sold out so quickly. But then, having said that, the ELL deck, we didn't sell as many copies of it because it's more expensive, it's maybe not as exciting, maybe the noise doesn't grab people. But on Saturday, when we started demoing, I told Jason, okay, 950, don't play Wee Whimsical Creatures with anyone. Just if they want it, they can buy it, because we had like 5 copies left at 9 o'clock. So I was like, yeah, just don't play it, and we'll just focus on the ELL deck games today. And that meant that people were learning the new games, learning Micro Muckle, learning Freemel, learning the games that have been developed over the past year, let alone the years beforehand. I can't remember how long it's been since this. I think it was 2015 that was first the concept. And so, yeah, new people are falling in love with it and buying it. And that was fantastic to see. And again, I love people coming along, friends who just pop in and say hello. I mean, if we do a bit of an elbow dance and in jazz hands, then that's even more fun. But yeah, like that's just such a fantastic thing. But then, like, it is so validating when there are things. And yeah, CD, I agree. The banners coming after the show had already opened was a bit rubbish. Yeah, Rob, I did actually get the cheapest possible banner, so it wasn't. I did still. I'm trying to actually work out the profit very, very quickly. Cost me 120 plus £35 for the banner, so that's 155. I'm grossed 40 something times 5, 200 and something. So I made some money, but then there is the opportunity cost, is what I'm saying. Like, once we actually started demoing other games, other people were playing them and enjoying them and falling in love with them. And that is the real cost. It is the opportunity cost. You do have to think about your own time. You do have to think about, you could also be demoing something else. But I mean, it would be amazing. I'm not expecting this, but I don't think it's completely unreasonable hope that maybe, if people really enjoyed this and then they say some nice things on Board Game Geek, then other people be like, yeah, this is actually a decent game. We like the idea of making of a game about wee whimsical creatures and trying to identify them after someone makes noises. And then maybe other people will buy it. I don't know. And I'm thinking like it'll be, yeah, £5 plus postage. I'll probably have to, yeah, charge a wee bit more. And hello, Joanne. It is lovely to see you. Just talking about UK Games Expo and how that all went. And yeah, if I do another copy of this game, so this is, I literally just got it Rob told me they would give it to me on Thursday, and they totally did, and that was great. And so, if I do another version, I will probably let people discuss and chat about which creatures they like the most. And so, Joanne, I know that you liked some monsters less and some monsters more. So I would, yeah, let everyone maybe do some sort of voting on them, and then the ones that get the fewest votes, then the bottom 20, maybe, I don't know, I will redraw, and maybe some of them I will let people, pay some sort of thing for if they want to have like a monster that they talk about. And Lawrence says, seems to have gone well at UK Games Expo. Yeah, absolutely. And Lawrence, for those who don't know, part of Wotan Games, I don't believe, like, I definitely didn't see you there. I assume you weren't there. Like, Lawrence normally has a big boss, but just wasn't going to work this year. But, Joanne, which game of mine did you play last night? Was it the ELL deck? Which was it Micro Muckle? I hope that you had lots of fun, whichever game of it was. But thank you very much for letting me know. So, yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, I was going through the days. Saturday was busy. Sunday was less so. Tom was amazing. Jason was amazing. Most people who came by were just amazing. It felt like there was such a buzz. It felt like every exhibitor that I chatted to was just really happy to be there. There were so many people who were, and I really felt short on sleep the entire time. If I'm going to be honest, well, I say if I'm going to be honest, but I'm honest all the time. I don't like to admit this, and it's difficult to admit, but I was really stressed and even short on sleep going into it, and that's not a great way to be, but it was so lovely. Saturday I had a bit of a headache. I was so stressed. I was like, oh my gosh, now this is sold out. What am I going to do? Is anyone even going to be interested in all the other games? And then, yeah. Lawrence says, we took a year off and the bus would be a challenge in COVID. Yeah, 100%. Joanne says, we played Micro Muckle, the one with 8 letters that you try to make words with. Awesome. That one is Nano Muckle. Micro Muckle, I am going to write the rules at some point, but I'm careful of how much I promise, but I will write it as soon as I have the energy. And lots of love and thank you for lurking. CD asks, was I not worried about COVID? Look, yeah, sure, that is something that was in my head. That was part of it. And there were a couple of people who reached out to shake my hand, and then I went, no, 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 no. And, there was like one person who maybe went to hug me, and I just, no, 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 I'm not doing that. And I was very much about elbow bump. Jason sorts out our hand sanitizer. We had wipes. I did let people, if there was a game where people had to touch the same cards, I asked them all to sanitize their hands first. So, like, after a while, I let people play Kitty Cataclysm, but, they had to sanitize their hands first. People were almost all wearing masks, just a few people who weren't able to. I just think that, yeah, for my mental health, like, it was more important to be there for me. And everyone else who's there knows the risk. I'm going to try and stick to my own room for a bit when I go back. But like, people know the risk, and at a certain point, it's like you've got to think about your own risk and the upside, downside. I mean, this isn't New Zealand where we had a few months of lockdown. Sorry, I say lockdown because New Zealand's lockdown is different to UK lockdown. And then everything's normal. And because it's a tiny island, sparsely populated. But then UK, it's I could not survive mentally. Like, streaming for sure has helped me over the past year. Streaming for sure has helped me connect, even though I don't see your faces. I feel some sense of okay, you're there. And Kelly Lee and Ben were nervous too. It felt, for the most part, like people were being really responsible, says the Game Cupboard. And CD says, yes, I know, that's why I'd be paranoid anywhere outside New Zealand. Yeah. I mean, you can be. And there are risks. But we have to it's a risk benefit analysis. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's I needed this. That's the only way that I can put it. I didn't go there to make money. We Whimsical Creatures is not making money. I didn't go there as a business decision. Even though there is obviously advertising of my stuff, I went there because it was legal. People were taking sensible precautions. And yeah, really needed it. Anyway, now, yeah, that's all said and done. Yeah. By the way, I think there's something about brunch I wanted to say in one of the restaurants. Oh no, something about happy hour. I think it's, go there before 7 and you get better prices. But then if you want to go there before 7, make sure that you book early. Unless it's Sunday. Sunday, everywhere's dead. Yes, did a few videos, did something with Diary of a Lincoln Gamer, did something with a couple of people who I'd never met before, and then people are live streaming a lot more. Every video I took in 2019 was pre-recorded and then edited. I did 3 videos with people this year that I can think of right now. All of them were live streams. And yeah, that is what I need. I think that's the end of my UK Games Expo chat. What I need to do, I'm just going to generally take a bit of time off, is the truth. I'm going to try and take it easy today. I'm going to lay in my bed. Today is going to be my day off. I know that I'm vlogging, and it would have been really easy to say, oh, I'm not doing that. But I always feel better and happier when I've done it. Because, you watching, knowing, even if you're lurking, knowing that you're coming, knowing that you're here, it's just so validating and lovely. And thank you so much for being here. Someone says audio is gone, but I think they are. I'm fairly sure that this person is trolling me. So haha, good attempt. And yeah, I'm not going to trust a newbie. Yeah, if there are any tech issues, I will trust other people to let me know. CD says, I've had a lot of talking, so I can rest now. Yeah, I might open these, or I might leave them for a treat later. So I have a little thing to look forward to. So it's still fun from UK Games Expo. I might watch some shows, maybe Parks and Rec, which I'm making my way through. Something kind of brainless like that. Thanks for letting me know, CD and Game Cupboard. Lots of love. Yeah. I think I'm better at. It's interesting, the whole handling of trolls, and yeah. It's kind of sad though. Michelle measured that you feel like that's how you're getting your kicks, but I guess it's kind of like a prank call. I kind of get it. Like this is the new age way to make a prank call. Like someone puts themselves out there. You're like, haha, hey, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. It's kind of anyway. Yeah. I have a whole bunch of sheets of data from MicroMuckle and FreeMill that I'm going to compile, but I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Honestly, what I'm going to do is basically nothing and relax and enjoy myself. One thing I am going to give myself a task to do today, my only task, is to go outside at some point. I've not been outside yet, and I know if I go outside literally round the block, it is a very big block because it is the airport. So I don't know how big the block is, and I might regret this. But if I've been 5 minutes and I've still not made it round the block, I might backtrack on myself. But yeah, that's all I'm going to try and do today. What am I looking forward to? I am looking forward to. Oh wait, I think there might. I'm looking forward to. Yeah, just the next thing, the next convention, having more things made, seeing people engage with my things, because that is what is best in life. I disagree with Conan. I think if someone asks me what is best in life, the best thing in life is to make something and have other people enjoy it. That is what is best in life for me, from my perspective. And to bring enjoyment and merriment to others. That is what I'm looking forward to, the next thing. Speaking of games, I'm going to talk about the LDEC contest. I am not going to show the I'm not going to show the typography and stuff right now or the games, but I am going to reveal that how many things we've had. Yeah, it might be a big walk, you're right. So let me do we have had 16 new submissions, and at least 2 of those submissions have had various different variants. So I'm looking forward to playing all those new games. We also have 2 old games that have been resubmitted. So for a total of 18, or more than 18 if I count the variants. And I'm probably counting that as about 20. I'm going to try and treat the variants as different games, because to make sure that everything gets proper. Like if you send me a game and say, hey, here's a solo variant and here's a multiplayer variant, like I understand it's kind of the same game, but maybe this is just a really good one-player game. Maybe it's a really good player game. Actually, I should probably put that as a question for next year. What player count is this game probably best at? Typography contest, we have had 6 entries, or I should say 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have made things for the typography contest. Some people have made multiple things. I am really excited to go through all of these. I am going to go through all of them on Wednesday as a first impression, and then I will listen to everyone's feedback. I will not share anyone's name, but the typography contest will be a lot easier to judge than the game design contest, so we'll probably sort that out very soon. But yeah, where are the details of the contests? And quickly, bye Joanne, hugs to you too, and see you very soon. Pardon me, if you go to links, if you go to the stuffbybez.com/design contest, that's a Google form. and that will tell you all the details of the game design contest. Stuffbybez.com/art contest will tell you all the details of the art contest. I should note that at this point, contest entries are closed for this year. Technically, if you enter now, it would be an entry for next year, but please don't do that. That kind of just puts me in a difficult situation. I would advise you to, wait for a bit and enter next year if you can. And actually, next year there might be special things happening. And I'm not going to give any details yet, but I am going to announce, although anyone paying attention already knew this, the ELL deck was released 1st of August 2017. So you know what that makes 2022? That means it is the 5-year anniversary. So there are going to be very special things happening on 2022 to do with the ELL deck. And yeah, I am not going to say anymore. Some of the stuff I've still got to think of, some of the stuff I am going to check with people that I can financially afford to do it. Some of the stuff I'm going to check that it's things that people would be interested in, anyway. But yeah, those contests then, go to those two links at the bottom, stuffbybez.com/design contest, stuffbybez.com/art contest, and the details will be very similar for next year. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to be judging that. Tomorrow, when I get back, if I have energy at 4 p.m., I will be playing some of the solo games. Actually, I just realized I have a lot of stuff in my room now. I might have to change that. No, I'll make it work if I can. And then Wednesday, from now on, every Wednesday in August, Chris and Layla will be joining me out in the garden. We will be playing games in the garden together for the ELL deck, new submissions, until we have played for everything. And that's the way it's going to be. August, hopefully, I will have playtested everything, checked how it plays, thought about it, contacted the people, given them a chance to say, oh, you're doing this wrongly or whatever, given them some initial feedback. September, I will continue, I'll maybe doing some development work. Initially, I'll be taking these to Friday daytime playtests, to Sunday playtest that Rob Paris is starting, I think 14th of August, and third Sunday every month thereafter. So that's really exciting. And there might be a new playtest starting. Well, I say new, it was happening in 2020, but you know what I mean. There's more opportunities. Now it's so much better than 2020. I can go to the pub and play with people, not strangers, but with people that I know. I can have people over. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. September is going to be development. Then hopefully, maybe after that, October, I'll have a top 5 and I'll have rewritten all the rules, anonymized them. Then I'll send it out to anyone who's interested in helping to judge, and that could include any of the peers. Anyone who's submitted an entry into the game contest, anyone who has an ELL deck who is willing to playtest 5 games and give their feedback is able to become what I would call an assistant judge. I was trying to think of some word with L in it, but I couldn't in time. But yeah, then November, December, we will hopefully have decided by the end of the year who is best. And I'm really looking forward to it. 100% fun times ahead. That's it. And that is the end of the stream. As always, I hate saying goodbye, but I'm not going to talk all day. That would just ruin my voice even more than, it already is. But before I head off, to wrap up, UK Games Expo was brilliant. It was quieter. It was maybe half the number of punters. it was maybe half the number of exhibitors as 2019. For me, like, it worked really well. I was just astonished at how fantastic it was. I want to say thank you, everyone. Firstly, thank you, everyone who's been here and for this stream. And over to you. What are you up to? You can share, but only if you want to. But before I finish up, I also want to say thank you to everyone at UK Games Expo. Thank you to Jason and Tom and also Chris for helping me get stuff ready. Thank you to everyone who helps me make stuff. Also, while I'm thanking people, I'm going to thank the Kickstarter backers who are being very patient with me. Thank you to people who came over and sat down and played a game. Thank you to my friends who came over just to say hello and then went off and didn't sit down to play a game. Because the truth is, yes, with only two of us, I would prefer to demonstrate my games to someone who doesn't already know what they're all about. But thank you to and I don't mean to say, oh, don't sit down for a game, but no, please do, especially if there's a moment, but if it's like chock-a-block, I hope that doesn't sound offensive. I hope you understand what I mean. But I also want to say thank you to all the volunteers who are there. Thank you to the exhibitors. We had Mark Stockton Pitt on one side, who let me borrow a chair when I was one chair short, who let me kind of creep into the space at one point when I needed to. The person on the other side, oh my gosh, I wish I could remember who they were. They were a new RPG game. I was going to give them a free game just for being lovely neighbors, but they don't like board games. They only play war games and RPGs. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a free thing if you're not going to enjoy it. But, at the start I said, oh, I hope this is okay. And they said, oh yeah, it's all good. Don't worry, if you creep over to our side, that's okay. And I hope it's all good for us. And we definitely creeped onto their side a bit more than vice versa. But they were just two super lovely neighbors. And, the Asmodee demonstrators who were waving and just lovely, and everyone around was just coming over, and all the exhibitors who gave it a friendly vibe, all the volunteers who helped keep it going, Richard Denning and Pat and Mick and Mick Wood and Tony Hyams, who started it all, and everyone who's come on board, that Finney and Kate and all those people with UK Games Expo. If you're watching, if you are one of those people involved, or even if you were there, I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope you're proud of yourself, because you deserve to be. I hope you're buzzing. I hope you have a fantastic week and get some rest. So yeah, that is the end of my bit. So yeah, CD is looking forward to playing with a friend in hospital tomorrow. Oh, that sounds lovely that you're able to go and visit. I'm sorry that they're there. Do you have any plans for games to play? And if you want to share any more details, then feel free to. If you don't, then obviously you don't have to. But yeah, it's good that we are now able to kind of go and visit people that, aren't in a good state again. And yeah, I'm glad that you're able to have that human connection. If there's anyone else that wants to say anything, then, or share anything, and Kelly Lee, I don't know if those hearts are for CD or for me, but either way, I very much appreciate you giving the love out there. I mean, they could be for either. CD says, maybe Castles of Burgundy, maybe something shorter. And yes, good to keep their spirits up. I would like to play Castles of Burgundy. Still not played it. True story. I did buy one game. I think I bought literally one game at UK Games Expo. I never even showed it. I assume people are curious to see what game I bought. And it was this old game, Lord of the Rings, the co-op. I bought it was only £3, and so I was like, yeah, why not? Someone on the internet said, hey, I'm selling this. Does anyone at UK Games Expo want it? And I said, yeah, sure. And yeah, but yeah, it's good to have those games that you can, yeah, ponder things and maybe distract yourself with the worries of the world. Something like I don't know Castles of Burgundy too well, to be honest. I've read about it, but no, that's so lovely. And CD says, "What? It's one of my faves. It's a play date." Wait, is it on Board Game Arena, or do you mean when we finally meet each other in real life? Lots of love to you too, Kelly. And oh, that's lovely to hear, CD. So yeah, I am going to. Oh, I might start streaming at some point again. But when I restart my daily streams, I'm going to make them a lot shorter. But I had a few people who said, "Oh yeah, I'd like to come on." Tim Fowers was up for coming on apparently. Yeah, that would be good to chat to them. Um, but yeah, lots of love. If you have people, I'm going to send positive vibes to everyone for physical health, mental health, and for now. Oh, amazing! I like Board Game Arena though because then you get the points, and I'm slightly addicted to when you've got all those achievements and stuff. So don't tell Xate because then Xate will never let me live it down. um, but I'm going to look and see who else is streaming as I decide who to raid. If anyone has any streaming raid recommendations. Oh, I know on Tabletop is offline. We've got Nurasov doing chill Monday music. Oh, yeah, it's all of the musicians. Let me read Nurasov because they are the smallest person I'm following, so that way might make a wee bit of impact. If you'll enjoy music, if you want to hear a wee bit of music, then I do read Amadeus a lot, so I think that I might give it a wee tweak. But yeah. Anyway, lots of love to you. It was fantastic seeing you, Kelly. It was fantastic seeing everyone who was there. And I hope to see you one day, CD. Maybe when I'm in Thailand and you're in New Zealand, I'll come over for New Zealand's biggest board game convention, WellyCon. And yeah, that would be nice. I wonder if there's a print on demand place in New Zealand, somewhere where I could do a busy project back there. I mean, it's all about knowing the people, but anyway, oh, yeah, I'd love that too. So, join the raid, copy paste the message to help us make a splash, and there is, of course, only one thing left to say. As always, oh my gosh, I'm just buzzing. Love you all, and for now, bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye. This is goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye. Bye bye, Rob. Bye bye, Kelly Lee and Ben, if you're there. Bye bye, CD. Bye bye, anyone else who's watching. Bye bye, anyone who's watching after the fact, and that's it. That's the end. Bye.